Welcome back to RMS, all-time favourite auto electrical channel. So we've got a 60 plate Honda Civic. It's coming in for a passenger window fault. It's been to a garage. I think they've got an aftermarket passenger window switch. That didn't cure it. They've got a genuine one. That didn't cure it. They've removed it all, taken it out. From what we was told, it would go down, wouldn't go back up, or... yeah, well, it's the only way we could do it, wouldn't it? If it wouldn't go down, you wouldn't know it was going up, would you? So, we've just checked it. It's not working on the driver's side or the passenger side. It's got a cut-off switch in the driver's side as well, but that does cut off the rear doors. It doesn't cut off the front ones. Well, it's not turning the front ones back on. So we're thinking, how hard can it be? Must be fairly basic. So we're going to get it stripped out, but we've had a quick look at the diagram. It's not so easy. So let's have a look. So what we've got is, this is the driver's switch. That does sort of everything. Your rear switches, they all have their own power going to the switches, all four of them. So that's your power coming through the fuse to your driver's side one. We know that one's okay, these ones are okay. When he's saying it was only going one way, dropping down but not going back up, I think the garage might have disconnected everything, so we do need to have a double check. But what they've got is, this is your window switch. You'd normally just have a switch up and down, it comes out through a motor. There's your motor down here, but it's actually got some sort of position sensor, which they call it a pulsar, which then tells the switch what to do. Exactly the same on the passenger side, voltage in, earth in, motor, pulsar in the motor, which talks back to the switch. So it is some sort of computerized switch. Again, each switch has a communication between the driver switch, a single wire communication. So it's not these switches like your rear one. That's not up and down sending voltage down to it. It sends it down one wire. So that control unit talks to this control unit, which then that puts power out to your motor. So because these ones have got pulsers on them, or what they call pulsers, sort of some sort of hall sensor to tell it where it is top and bottom, because it's one touch. So yeah, it's not as easy as just switches up, down, let's test that. But let's get to this part. Make sure we've got our earth, make sure we've got our live, see if we've got communication between these, because I don't know if it needs some sort of signal down this wire to tell it that the main switch has been turned on or turned off. So that might be something to go through. So let's get this stripped, see what we got, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got the door card off. We've got plug for the switch, and then you've got the plug for the motor. So first we want to look at is, have we got our main live and earth, which back pin on there. So we've got an earth, and we've got a voltage in, so they're good. Let's just check the motor. So the motor goes in on the other two thick wires. What I can do, can earth to one. So, powered up the motor, it's confirmed that's good. Right, now all the other bits are stupidly complicated, which it didn't need, but they've done it anyway. So 4 wires go direct to the motor for the position sensors. We've got an orange, a purple, a pink, and a black. So if we just get a meter, where's that? Let's just do a continuity test through them. Make sure they're okay. So, because we've actually got 2 purples, so I don't know which one is there, but I know one of the purples is the communication line to the other door. So let's start on the black one. That one to the black. Black's okay. Right. Let's go to the orange. The only one we're not sure about where it goes is the purple. Orange is good. Pink is that one. Pink's good. Right, so we've got a purple here, but we don't know which one it goes to. I think it'll be that one. Yes, okay. So, whoa. Okay, so at the moment we know we've got good live in, good earth, controls to the motor, they're all working and the motor's working, and we've got 4 wires which go to the position sensor, the wiring beeps through. So this middle purple, that one there, talks to the other door. What reading are we going to get on that? I would think it's going to be very similar to a Limbus or something like that, because that single wire can switch this door off from the on and off switch on that side, not the up and down switch, the window lock switch. So this purple here tells it to go up, down, everything. So that wire there, I would think we're going to have some sort of signal on. So let's see what we've got on there. So we know it's not the other purple because that one goes to there. Set the meter up onto frequency. Nothing. Let's just go back to voltage. Showing absolutely nothing on that wire. Now, should you have something on that? You've got to have something on it. I mean, it's got signal. It's got everything. You know, everything comes down this. It should have some sort of continuity to that switch, whether it's on, off, or anything. So the other doors, you can turn the off switch off. They don't work. They don't work on the switches or the switches on the door. So I think we're looking down that. I wonder if it's got a fault with the other switch. So this has all been changed. I think the motor's been changed. I think it had 2 switches on it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to that wire on the driver's door. The one what tells this what to do. Let's get the driver's door stripped out. See what's happening on that. Because it's got its own signals to each door. So we're going to check whether what signal we've got coming out of that switch. And then, yeah, we'll have a look. Right, we've got this side off. We've had a quick check through. So the way this works is you've got a switch. So they're the rear doors. And then they're working now. And they're not working. So all the communications tell it to go on, use these switches. They don't work on their own switches when that's turned on and off, all down that one wire. So it is a communication wire. We've found it's this purple. It's this second purple in on this plug. The other side is dead. So just on normal volt, about 9 volts. Possibly it's going to be some sort of Lin signal. And there, we can just about see, hopefully you can see that, we are getting pulses out of it. So this wire goes through this door, across the car, over to the other one. And it's not making a connection. So, I think, before we go anywhere, we have double checked we're on the right pins. Before we do anything else, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pin the other one, get it all set up, and just link this to there with our extendable crocodile clips. See if it all works before I strip it and find out where the brake is. Let's just confirm everything before we go any further. So right, let's get that done. Right, so we're going to connect. That's already connected up. This is connected. So we're going to back pin into here. Into this purple. And then before we do anything, let's just see if we got a signal down this. Hold on. So we're going to pin into there just to make sure we've got a good connection. I would think we're going to get some sort of reading. Yeah, we've got a reading with it connected up. So that's obviously some sort of communication coming back out of this, but we know that the pin is making a good contact. So what we're going to do, if it's in these retractable extension leads or retractable test leads, they do these with multimeter leads on or crocodile clips. And you just pull them out. How good's that? They don't get tangled. So we can send one way. I'll go that side of the car. Right, black. We're going to use the black leads. Connect that to there. Go to the other side and do the same. So again, we've still got the needle in there. It's going to connect up to... So now, that is making the connection, which should be going through the car anyway. Let's see what we got. Switch is on. There we go, that side's working. Let's go check it the other side and show you that it's working. And there we go. So we've confirmed the fault. We've got a break between there and there. Now, driver's door gets open more than the passenger door. There's always a driver in the car, not always a passenger. If it's going to be anywhere, you think it's going to be in the flex of the door. So I think I'm going to check driver's door first before we strip this. And hopefully it's in there. In fact, it's quite tight in there. Hopefully it's not. I'm going to get that stripped. I'll show you what I find. Okay, normally you can get into the sort of flexy part of the loom on these doors, but there's very little room in here and the conduit is really, really tight. So what I've done, I've stripped out behind the dash. There's a multi-plug that comes through. Let's show you what I found and what test we're going to do to confirm what's going on. Right, so there's the plug and there's the wiring. I've got it back pinned at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect crocodile clip up straight to that, and let's do some tests now. Got a crocodile clip connected up to that wire. We've got a signal, as you can see. What we're going to try and determine is whether the fault's in this door or the other door. I'm still suspecting this door because it's driver's side. So what the way to determine, there is quick continuity checks and all that sort of stuff. If the brake is in that door and I disconnect this door, we're going to lose the signal because it's only coming from this side. Again, if this side's disconnected, we've still got a signal down and I disconnect that side and the signal goes, we know that between there is all okay and the fault between these two is where the fault is. Let's disconnect this side to start with. Right, still got a signal. Let's go and disconnect that side, see if the signal disappears. Right, so I've just slid the test probe and the thing through. So if we disconnect this door and the beeping stops, it does. That means that this wire from here through the car right to that plug is okay. That means the fault is in that door loom. Just connect it back up and it's back. Right, that's good. So we confirmed it's definitely between there and here is okay, but between this point and the door switch is faulty. So we're going to back probe again. Just link. Oh. Now what we're going to do is link between the door switch and in there. And there, we're working. We know the brake is in this way, so no point stripping that door out when that's the door at fault. It's actually on this side, so let's get this stripped out. We'll have a look. Right, so before we strip all this out, I'm just going to show you. This is what we've been using to test the sort of LIN signal. And we're getting a bit of a beep, sort of some sort of signal on there. But we have been sent again by Finrisi. How do you spell that? F-N-I-R-S-I. Finrisi, I think they're called. Been sent this down to show you what this does. This is a basic handheld 2-channel oscilloscope. It's cracking. Let's show you how good this is. Look how clear that signal is. So, fully adjustable. Look, you can see a nice, clear. You can change your second divisions. Speed it up, slow it down. Look at that. Clear as you like. So, yeah. Thanks very much, Finrisi. So, yeah, they do some lovely tools. They sent us a soldering iron. They sent us this. They sent us the amp clamp. And again, they're a great company. A load of companies, they send you stuff and they want the world. They want full titles put in it. They want everything put in it. Yeah, not a bit of me. But no, this company just like, we're going to send you some tools. If you like it, use it in a video. If you don't, just like it, just use it anyway. So yeah, over the moon with them. Thanks so much for sending us these. We're not sponsored by them. We only talk about tools we actually use when we want to use them. You know, I've been offered £1,000 injector cleaner this morning and a £500 smoke machine. I don't use them, so I'm not going to take them, you know. So yeah, but these sort of tools, amazing things. Go and check them out. F-N-I-R-S-I. Finrisi. So, right, let's get this stripped out. Have a look. Well, that escalated quickly, didn't it? So, you can't get the loom back out of the door without removing the door. I'll show you why. So, we only had a couple of inches between the door and this plug is, you know, nearly 3 inches thick. So, you couldn't get it through. The way they make this, they put the loom into the door that way, so I couldn't pull it through that way. There's nothing I could do, so I've had to remove the door. So, right, now we can strip that out, see what we find. Well, it's happened again. Trying to get this part of the loom out. It won't go back into the car because this is bigger than the hole, so you can't get it through that way. The fault is here, but they've secured the wiring everywhere in the car. Here, right the way down to the speaker. You can't get it out. So I've had to take the whole loom out. So yeah, strip the loom out the door. Now we're going to get it up onto the bench, strip it all down. We've got a few wires broken in there. I'll show you what we got. Right, there we go. So we managed to get it eventually, door off, door apart, loom out to get it on the bench, which normally you can do this in the hole. So the way this system works, this goes into the car, comes into the door, bends straight round in the door, and it's secured here. When the door's closing, it is doing that all the time. So this is the point, well, that's secure there. This is the point of breakage, because that's where it's going to be going. So if we put a solder joint there, it's going to be just as bad. It's going to snap, because it's going to be more brittle than the actual wire. But this bit is solid, and this bit's solid. So we'll do a solder joint there, and a solder joint down here, and it will have fresh wiring all the way down. We've got 2 purples broken and a black. So are they different lengths? I hope they're different lengths. What's that one? Oh. Luckily. Right, so we've got 2 purples, 1 black. Luckily, this purple's got a single silver trace on it, and the other one's got, let's get that one out. Let's pull that out quickly. That one's got 2 silver traces on it, so we know which way they go around. Extend them there, get them into there, put it back in the door, stick it all back together, and yeah, get it done for him. But I do need to phone him quickly to tell him how far we got. Problem is, if I'd have quoted him as I found the fault, saying it's definitely inside that bit of the door, if I'd have said it's going to be an hour's work, then phone him out and go, we've taken the door off, should be all right now. Then say, we've got to strip all the loom, get it on the bench, and keep going up. So, yeah, unfortunately, I am phoning him to let him know what's going to happen, but at least I'm keeping him informed. But, yeah. So, let's phone him up, get that bit repaired, get it back in the door, get the door back on. I'll show you it working. And there we go. She's back together. All windows working. See, when we press the button to turn it off, it does stop working, back on. They did say that when he thought that when the garage looked at it last time, that the mirror started mucking about, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the them extra wires that were broken in there, broken at some point. So there we go. There we go, another one done. So as always, thanks very much for watching. Give us a little like, little comment if you think there's anything we could have improved on, any sort of electrical testing which you'd like to see a method of. That'd be great, let us know. Also, if you can share this, maybe across your Facebook, might get us out there a bit more, get us a little bit more viewers. So yeah, thanks very much. We'll see you on the next one.